Okay guys, here we go again with the Google weather app. This is the weather for today, July the 20th. It's currently 11:02 as you can see. But at 4 and 5 o'clock this afternoon, thunder and lightning with rain. In particular, the 5 o'clock at 70% chance of rain is showing more rain than the 4 o'clock. Let's go down and look at the precipitation. At 4 o'clock, there's a 50% chance of having less than 1% of a millimetre. Get that? Basically, no rain. I mean, even if it rains, you just wipe that off your brow and not even notice. Especially at the temperatures that we're at anyway. But then look at the 5 o'clock. Where the graphic showed more rain than the 4 o'clock. Still less than 1% of a millimetre. I find that incongruent. It just doesn't gel. What's the point of the graphic showing extra rain? I mean, they might as well just show thunder and lightning and no rain with what they're predicting. That sounds like a thunderstorm that's just going to blow overhead. It's just going to blow on by. We'll see. When the weather changes later, they'll update this and retrofit whatever they need to. I just find this, because I'm sat here in a tent in a field that might flood. To some extent I'm reliant on the weather forecast. And this just, I just find it annoying. Anyway, that's just me ranting. Delta Mike, out. Well guys, can you hear it? It's raining right now. 11:25, 0% chance of rain right now. 0 millimetres of rain all day, despite the thunderstorms that we're waiting for. And it's literally raining right now. What is it, 10-15 minutes after I did the last screen capture? What am I meant to do with information like this when it's this reliable? I think chances are it's a short shower that will pass over within 2 or 3 minutes. But 0% chance of rain. It's right there on screen. 0. And we're still waiting on thunderstorms later that are going to give 1% of a millimetre. I don't know. I give up. So here we are again guys. Here's the crazy part. The last 5 or 10 minutes we were sat outside listening to thunder in the distance. And we just come inside because the rain looks kind of imminent. And I open the Google weather app. And what do I see? The chance of rain today is down from 70 to 30, and the hourly forecasts don't show any rain, and the precipitation guidance forecast shows nothing for now. This was the hour that was the highest chance of rain, 70% chance of thunder and lightning and rain, according to them earlier. And now it's 0, despite the fact that I'm sitting here listening to thunder in the distance. And a daily volume of predicted of 0 millimetres. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. I'm literally listening to thunder in the distance. And the thunder that was predicted for now has now been removed from the forecast. I've got a dog sat here petrified next to me. You can probably hear her breathing, panting heavily. She shakes like a leaf when there's any kind of banging, fireworks or thunder and lightning. But this, I just find this so frustrating. I know that forecasting is difficult, especially about the future, as somebody once said. I'll look up who in a minute. I think it's a great quote. But this is just... I don't know. Go back to now. This is the hour that they said would have rain and it would... Well, there was 70% likely to have rain and it was going to be thunder and lightning. And now they say 0. And I've just had to come inside because it looks like it's and feels like it's about to have a storm. I don't know. I'm whining. For now, Tina and Delta Mike out. Okay folks, it's about a minute after I did the last recording with the Google Weather app. This is what we're looking at outside. Grey skies, we got thunder. There was just a huge clap of thunder just before I started this recording. We'll wait and see whether we get any more while we're here. But these are the skies. A little bit lighter that way. Look at the birds all trying to kind of roost on the power lines. I'll never get over the fact that we've got parrots just wild all around us. I don't know how well that shows up on screen, the fact they're green. Tried doing this in the past, but this is them preparing for kind of well, this is the calm before the storm. Can you hear the thunder? Can you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover. That men at work. I come from a land down under. Yeah, all that. I'm not going to sing. I can't, obviously. We'll carry on around back to where we started. Well, there's another flock of them. But this is a 0% chance of rain. Ask yourself, what is it, 5 o'clock? Is that what 0% chance of rain in Spain looks like to you? Anyway, like I said before, I feel like it's just me whining. But as I've said in the past, this is not a path, this is a dry riverbed. Coming down right next to my tent, through my camp. More thunder. %0 chance of rain, but a 10-second thunderclap. I'll leave it at that, guys. Delta Mike, out. Hope you can hear that, folks. It's not the best shot in the world to look at, but we got thunder in the distance. Well, no, It's not so much in the distance anymore. Just we got thunder. It's just starting to rain. I don't know how well will this show. Do you see the mottling on the roof of the tent? You won't believe this. We're in the middle of summer, but it's been very wet at night. The dew point is not that much below the actual daytime temperature. So at night, when the temperature falls 3, 4, 5 degrees, you fall below the dew point and you get a lot of moisture. The air is incredibly humid at the minute. And that's why when you look at the temperatures on the weather forecast, it says 28 feels like 36 because of the moisture, the humidity. And at night it only needs to fall 3 degrees, 4 degrees, and that water in the air condenses. And it's quite dirty. There's a lot of grit and sand in there, and it's deposited all over the top of the tent. Day by day it's just getting more and more. So maybe a good bit of rain now will just wash it off. Maybe. Clean the dust away. Providing it's not the rain that brings more sand from the Sahara or whatever. I have no idea. I don't know where this is coming from, this weather system. I haven't been following it that closely, to be fair. But here we are in the bedroom, looking out into the vestibule of the tent, into the kind of the non-bedroom, the foyer, or I haven't got the vocabulary out. I don't know what parts of a tent are called. But the non-bedroom part is through there, and that's well. Tune in this weekend for this weekend's That Was the Week That Was, and I'll discuss. I've had a number of gifts this week. I've had people stop by, and it's getting quite crowded out there. Listen to the thunder. And listen to my doggy panicking about the thunder. Now that's quite a long thunderclap. Still going. Still going. Still going. Somebody set a timer and check that. It's 17:33. It's 32 degrees. I don't know how well that's going to show. I've had to bring all my solar panels and everything in. I don't want them, even though I think that the wiring looks like it's suitable for staying out. No point risking it, is there? Don't take silly chances if you don't need to. We're not going to be picking up any solar between now and tomorrow, so bring it in and keep it dry, regardless of how well insulated it is. Just don't take silly chances. We've got light rain now. It's spitting gently, but that's going to increase. Remember folks, 0% chance of rain right now. Car alarm. I'll go now. Would you fucking believe it? Look at this. The summary says light rain showers. They've updated the actual hourly forecast. The next 3 hours is thunder and lightning and rain. Light rain showers is the summary, but with 3 hours of thunder and lightning. And we've gone from a 30% chance of rain in the day to 80, because it's already fucking raining. It's 100% chance. It's actually doing it, you dickweeds. Can you hear the thunder in the background? Look at the dew point. The dew point is 26 degrees. It's currently 29. It only needs to fall 3 degrees, and even if it wasn't raining, we would be getting wet. A couple of nights ago in here, it was literally raining inside the tent, where the dew was forming inside where the condensation was on the inside of the tent, coalescing and then dripping down. It was literally raining on me inside the tent. But look at this, the current hour, well, the current hour isn't actually listed. This precipitation starts at 6 o'clock and it's 5:32. I've got no idea why they do that. But there's an 80% chance of rain, but it's going to be less than a millimetre. But less than 1% of a millimetre, 0.01 millimetres in the next hour. How do they work this shit out? But look at the total daily volume is now set to be 0.5 millimetres. I can tell you now, we've had that already. These little drips, well, the actual droplets will be quite big because it's a thunderstorm. Oh, this... The way that they waited until it actually rained to then update the forecast and say, maybe rain. I'll try not to swear too much. I know I already have. But this annoys me. Yeah, you probably don't understand my situation. Not everybody's living in a field dependent on the weather forecast. I guess to most people it just doesn't matter. How can the daily summary be light rain showers when you've got 3 hours of thunder and lightning? Oh, but at 9 o'clock it's going to be nice and sunny. Because, you know, 9 o'clock at night is often really sunny. I don't know. At least the wind's calm. Light winds. Coming from the south-ish. Okay, folks. I'm gonna go. I'll just keep ranting the same frustrations. Delta Mike out. So listen guys, quick straw poll. How many of you could have predicted earlier today when I showed you thunder and lightning? How many of you could have predicted greater than 0.1 of a millimetre of rain for the day? Google couldn't. That was beyond them. You see, they're now saying 3.6 millimetres. And they've added an extra hour or two of rain and of thunder and lightning up here. Remember, they said 2 hours. Was it 4 while 6? I think originally. They said was like thunder and lightning with one with light rain and one with slightly heavier, but with a total of less than 0.01 of a millimetre. 1% of a millimetre of rain was their prediction earlier today. How? What kind of forecast is this? Oh, it's not raining, we'll predict no rain. Oh, now it's raining, we'll predict rain. Genius! Artificial intelligence. It's gonna rule the world, guys. Get knotted.